16,
17,
15,
15,
13,
12,
11,
10.
9,
A number after 10.
7,
That's also a number after 10.
3.
Welcome to the Counterfeit Intelligence Podcast. I'm Skyler.
I'm not Skyler.
He's also not Skyler. Yep. What is your name?
I'm John,
That is his actual name.
the co-host.
Legally binding.
Legally binding. They wrote it when I was a baby. I didn't get to pick it.
True. They should let babies pick their own names.
They can pick their own genders.
True. Facts. They won't even let them decide if they want to be circumcised or not.
They have to pick a Democratic Party.
Oh,
at
yeah,
birth.
there you go. Decide who will represent you at the government level.
Are you for the elephants or the donkeys?
What if we crossed them? An elephonky.
Elephonky.
Elephonky. I like that a
Elephonky.
lot better. Way to
A
look that up.
donklefant.
A donklephant?
Yeah.
Dude, that's epic.
That's the Independent Party's logo.
We gotta look that up on AI later, see what it comes up with.
Something
Some
cursed.
cursed image.
Yeah, something that you need to hunt
yeah.
in the night.
Probably. How was your week, John?
Hell, I had a fucking chemistry exam last week.
Fair enough.
I wasn't prepared for it, and the grades aren't in until tomorrow or next week, so I don't know.
You don't even know how
Nope.
you do?
Not a clue, but I had a fun weekend because I
That's good.
fucked off all weekend.
What did you fuck off doing?
Hung out with some new people on Friday night
Okay.
till like 6 a.m.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was fun.
Yeah.
We were just vibing.
It's wild.
Then went to a football game because it was homecoming weekend at our school, and we fought this team. They're called the Dragons. The Dragons. That's such a baller fucking football team name, dude. Like the Dragons.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's confidence right
That's
there.
like something out of a fucking like Disney Plus fucking movie. We're gonna take on the Dragons for our homecoming. We need school spirit. Yay! And then they do a song and dance number, and you know somehow their school doesn't get shot up.
Oh man.
The Dragons. Anyway,
Yeah.
the Dragons. We were fine. It was a hell of a game. It was such a good game. We fumbled the ball like 6 times.
That's good.
That was good. They fumbled it like twice.
Okay.
And
okay.
the score, it came down to 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It was 21-21. And we drove far, got to a 4th down. It was 4th and like 23 or something. Like it was, we had a ways to go. But we were like playing up in the end zone area, the red zone. So like, fuck, what do we do? Field goal. We kicked a field goal. 3 points, making it 24-21. They had 3 seconds left on the clock when they had possession of the ball. They fucking aimed back, threw a Hail Mary. The guy was in the end zone, and he didn't catch it.
Yeah, that's what you get for Ale and Mary.
Yeah, game over. Yeah, don't do that. Game over. We won. It was great. It was a good time.
That's awesome.
And then the next day, me and some boys went to a paranormal cirque, like Cirque du Soleil, but
also went
Halloween.
to
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was there.
You were one of the boys.
Yeah.
I went to this Halloween. That was a good time.
It was a good time.
I would recommend it. It was worth seeing if you like Halloween shit and tricks.
Yeah, I don't know how far they're traveling, but they were in Mankato and then heading to Rochester.
Yeah.
So,
And then
some kind of traveling circus. Did a bunch of acrobatics. Had some scantily clad women.
yeah, they did.
That were mostly there for distraction.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything cool.
They got
just
the
kind of
loudest
danced
cheers.
around. Yeah.
Loudest
they
cheers at
definitely
the end
did.
when you had to applaud everybody at least 3 times.
Yeah.
That was a little over. That was too much. They all stood out in front of us for a good 5 minutes just standing there. And we were applauding them and had to try to keep it going the whole time. And then the announcer got on was like, these guys. And we're like, hey, we just been clapping for everybody for 3 fucking minutes.
I got up to pee, like, right at the time that they were about to pick somebody to, like...
Oh, yeah, the throwing
participate
knives?
in this, like, throwing knife bit. They did not pick me, because I walked too fast for them to be picking me.
Would you have gone if they picked you? If they would
I
have
mean,
asked you?
yeah, probably. I would have had to cross my legs, but...
Oh, that was a good time.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. It's funky.
That guy that they did pick, he didn't want to go right away, but they made him go. And
yeah, why wouldn't you want to go?
Right? Like honestly, even if you were gonna die right then and there, like, come on, it's worth. It'd be good for everybody else.
You could have sued them if they would have missed.
True.
And hit you. You know, as long as it wasn't fatal, you know, you would have made bank.
And there's a secret that we're not telling you.
There is.
Yeah.
I'm unaware of this.
No, you're there. You seen the secret. The guy was blindfolded and they threw knives at him.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I guess.
The secret isn't that he was blindfolded.
No, that's not a secret. Secret is a little lamer than that.
Yeah, still a good time.
It was fun. It was cool to see. For sure. I'm glad I went. And after that, we got some baller Mexican food.
Fuck yeah.
That was so good.
That was good stuff. I got a carnitas burrito.
I got a burrito with potatoes and steak in it.
That shit was hot as fuck.
It was hot. They heated those potatoes like they meant it.
They heated it hot.
It was fucking a hot burrito.
Hot fucking. They're huge
all the way
too.
through. Yeah,
they were like fucking foot long burritos.
Oh my god!
And they were like,
they were cheap.
Average inches in diameter.
Dude, if Taco Bell served that, you know, I wouldn't complain.
They wouldn't be called Taco Bell.
Burrito gone.
Dude, burrito gone. Is that our competitor restaurant? When we get money from this podcast, we're going to open Burrito Gong. I'm down.
We're putting Taco Bell out of business.
Would you eat
Burrito Gong?
Would you eat at Burrito Dong? Gong? Burrito Dong, the sister company.
It's a Mexican Asian fusion restaurant.
Burrito Dong. Yes, sir.
Then the other friend that we went with to the thing invited us over to his apartment thing.
Yeah, his duplex.
We found some cursed ass rooms.
Yeah, the place
house
was
falling to pieces.
Yeah, it was in rough shape.
Walls were caving in.
The floors were unbalanced. Yeah.
There was like a duplex, so there was some rooms upstairs and some rooms downstairs. He lived upstairs, but he used to live downstairs. And he brought us down to the basement and in the downstairs area.
Was fucked up.
And there was like a dog that was clearly being neglected. And
living on the second,
a cringy ass owner that we ran into.
Yeah.
Holy crap. That was spooky.
When we were leaving, I mean, the dog was really friendly.
Yeah.
And was like desperate in need of attention. So we was patting the dog. And the dude was like, okay, that's enough people interaction today. Like, clearly not.
Yeah, no, the
clearly
dog was
fucking
desperate.
Yeah. The hair wasn't matted down, but as I understand it,
it had eye boogies. It had like fucking raccoon eyes.
Yeah.
It was an all-white dog, but it had black circles around its eyes.
And as I understand it, our buddy and his girlfriend had given the dog a bath sometime prior because it was starting to get matted down and shit. I think they're gonna report that guy to the landlord and whatnot, and it's like. But like you don't have the time or the dedication to take care of an animal. Why the fuck are you doing it in the first place?
Tell him what was on the kitchen counter, John.
Oh yeah, there's a fucking. Normally I am all over these things, but there was a big ass knife. It was like fucking 12 inches long, sitting on the kitchen counter like somebody had just washed it. It was next to the sink. I'm like, oh cool, a knife. And this is the only time in my life that I had not grabbed it because a thought popped in my head: what if that's a murder tool?
That's not the only
and I just
thing
get
that was there.
Yeah, and I get my.
There was that fucking
getting
Crusader helmet too.
The Crusader helmet. Definitely wouldn't have that over there. I'd be using it, and I'd be wearing it to sleep and other bed activities. You know what I'm saying? Keep it day and night.
Yeah, that was wild. was a bit about our weekend.
Parry this, temptress.
Oh
Bang.
my god.
You know?
Then we had an interesting interaction with one of the people at the dining center earlier today.
Oh, today at the school.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
with their cafeteria. We've been doing this thing that we've been doing and that everybody else does since the dawn of time. And basically, you get these to-go containers, and you're allowed to, you pay a $5 deposit on it, and you're allowed to fill it up with food and bring it back to your dorm. And when you come back, you can exchange it for a clean one, or you can just get your $5 deposit back. Well, we're sitting there at the dining table eating lunch, and we had the to-go container next to us, and one of the staff that works there, one of the upper level staff that works there, came up to us and was like, "Hey, that's fucking stealing." And we're like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Bought and paid for. We put the deposit down on the thing.
Yep.
We swiped for our meals,
Mm-hmm.
for our meal plan. He's like, "Yeah, well, that if you sit down and you're eating in here and you have a to-go container, that's technically theft."
Yeah.
Didn't explain why it was technically theft.
No,
Just said that it
he
was
tried
theft.
to.
He tried to?
He was
Well, I
like,
didn't catch
yeah.
any of it. It didn't make any sense.
If 100 people did that, that'd be 100 meals that were stolen. And it's like, oh, okay.
No.
I didn't realize that. He told me to leave or to go up front and scan again so I could fill the to-go container.
Yeah.
So I went up and scanned and got
So that's
food.
yeah,
But
that's 2 meals that you
Yeah.
just spent.
Yeah. It was
one,
ridiculous.
yeah, that's not stealing either,
No.
because if you went there and swiped one time, you could literally eat as much as you could stay there from the opening of the building to the end of the building.
Yeah, off of
and
one
eat
meal.
the entire time off of one card.
There's
but-
no problem if you get more than one plate.
No.
But apparently it's a fucking whole fiasco if you put that plate in a container.
So you know what we decided to do anyway? Fill it up while we were there with how many slices of pizza did we jack?
I got 6 slices
yeah.
the first time.
We've decided this is our crusade now. We will be continuing to do this activity that he said we couldn't do because we both looked it up.
Yeah.
All the policy places that we could find on the internet, nothing says we can't do that.
Yep.
There's no policy. Nothing. They don't have anything written down anywhere. This
It
guy-
doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make
either.
any sense. It doesn't matter. And this guy was being a jackass for no
Yep.
reason.
3 people were eating meals and he came over just a bitch.
Yeah.
He was power tripping hard.
So, and we had looked up the information. There's not a fucking thing he said that's true
Yep.
for what we could access. Maybe it's in their employer contract that we can't see,
Yeah.
in which case it's invalid anyway
So now we've started
because
smuggling.
we wouldn't have to have it agreed to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we decided to do, and this is very fucking effective, is well, no, I don't want to give up our smuggling secret.
Yeah.
I don't want to give up the smuggling
Okay.
secret just in case he is watching.
We be smuggling though.
We be smuggling. And that time for lunch, we took 6 pieces of pizza.
Yep.
And this time, which you can do, by the
Mhm.
way, I doubled down. We're not doing anything wrong. You can, with the to-go container, take food because you paid for the fucking container and for the meal.
Yeah.
This time, I jammed 8 pieces of pizza in
He
the
set the
container.
record.
A whole pizza.
8 slices
And
in one
I know
container.
I could have put more, but I was being scrutied upon by one of the staff members. They were watching me, and their jaw was dropped.
They
The
were,
whole time I was shoving a whole pizza into this little fucking tray.
they were in awe.
They were perplexed, to say the least. We doing nothing wrong.
Yeah.
We could do this.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So continuing on, we will keep trying to up the ante and see how many slices of pizza we can get in the container, doing nothing different than what we've always done because we are allowed to do it.
Fucking-
And it's fucking college.
Yeah.
Who fucking
We paid so much goddamn money for this.
What are
food.
they gonna do
Like-
with the food if nobody takes it? They throw it away.
Yeah.
They won't
don't
let their employees
give it
eat
to us.
They don't give it to their employees either. They throw that shit away.
They-
I've seen it.
Yeah. They either throw it or we've got the food pantry on campus.
Yeah, but you can't
But that's
store
like
pizza
probably
in it.
for
canned goods.
unused goods from the
Yeah,
dining
you can't do
center.
that with
Yeah.
already baked pizza.
Yeah. No, that'd be a struggle.
It's fucking stupid. This is corporate America is retarded.
If you couldn't tell, it upset us greatly.
Mostly him. He was fuming the whole time. I didn't really care, but because I was gonna keep doing the same shit anyway.
So annoying. Oh my goodness.
Fucking corporate America.
Oh man, the Middle East is getting hot again.
It's always been hot, man. The sun's up.
Always getting hotter. You know what?
Bombs and rockets. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
Fucking Israel.
We didn't expect that shit. Nobody did.
Mm-hmm.
Not even Israel. They weren't ready or
Nobody.
anticipating
But-
shit.
They do their best work when they get invaded anyway, so I don't
Yeah.
foresee an issue. But
Listen.
also, that's kind of what you get for invading another country. So,
Yeah, that was wild.
You know, either way, it's a wild time. But you know, you got to see all the world stage is on Ukraine, so it made sense.
Yeah.
Now's the time. If you want to invade a country you hate, now's the time. Everybody's busy.
Well, now
Everybody's busy.
they're talking about trying to tie the two places together, Ukraine and like
For
Israel.
funding,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
Israel makes sense,
Yeah.
and Ukraine makes sense a little bit, but not like crazy amount. They're not really an ally of the United States. Ukraine is.
No, they're not in NATO
And they're-
officially.
No, they're not. But Israel is. They're our
Yeah.
closest ally, so it makes sense to come to their aid. So I don't really have any qualms with that.
Yeah, from my understanding, they were like trying to cut back on funding for Ukraine, but now that the shit's happening in the Middle East, they're like, well, if we fund them, we have to fund the other guys. So they're gonna try and do like together
Right.
funding.
And in the middle of all this, too, China's going to take Taiwan. Now they've got the green light. Everybody's invading. China's going to go.
We'll
They're
see.
going to go in a few months. I guarantee this year, or this, not year, but like between now and same time now next year. You know,
within the
within
next 365 days.
days, yeah, China will attack Taiwan. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
I mean, we're running
'Cause-
low on munitions
Yeah.
already.
Who's to say the Chinese didn't fund it already?
Yeah.
You know, just as a distraction and to yoink more of our resources so we can't do a thing when they get Taiwan. It's perfect. The Chinese know exactly what they're fucking doing, guy.
The Chinese are at fault for the Palestinians bombing the shit out of Israel.
Where they get the money to do it. Where they get the plans. They never did it before.
This is all hearsay. We're making.
They got
it
that
up
money
on
off of the
fly.
Temu purchases.
True.
All the money from Temu
Yeah.
went straight to Palestine.
John's got quite the theory on Temu. He's been dying to share it with you guys.
All right. Those who know me know that I've talked at great lengths of this conspiracy. Hear me out. Backwards in time, Super Bowl last year, Super Bowl 2022. Nobody heard nothing about Temu. Temu didn't exist. They have one Super Bowl ad. Now they're all over the place, ads everywhere. And this was at the time that the United States was talking about banning TikTok. China's like, oh shit, we need to roll out our next generation spy platform right now. And no better way than to lure them with fake shit that's all Chinese made, so we get money. They'd pay us to spy on them, collect
Oh, it's
economic
fine.
information from the United States citizens. They already got all the cultural shit they need out of TikTok.
They literally
They
took
fucked with it.
Yeah, they took shopping and turned it into a casino.
Temu.
Yeah.
They're using our cards against us, and they're taking all the money that you spend on it, and they're just gonna get ready to fund their ambitions for fucking Taiwan and now Palestine. Now that we've uncovered that conspiracy, fucking it's Temu, man. This is their next step in their grand plan to topple the United States as a world power, and it's working because nobody looks. They're using our own capitalism against us, our own greed. And it's smart. Good for them. Well played.
I had
Well
so many
played.
kids that were like at the Y that like were off the deep end on Temu. They were like, "Oh my god, you can get drones for $15! Holy crap! These are things that we would never be able to buy this cheap on our market." And then it fucking shows up at their door and it doesn't work, or it's way fucking smaller, and like they were super upset.
It's just all the garbage
It's
Walmart
crazy.
toys that you didn't buy in the first place. They're reselling it for cheaper because they know that they only, manufacture them for a penny because of all the United States outsourcing of jobs in China and all the child labor laws that they have there.
Have you ever been on Temu?
No,
Dude,
I refuse.
again, Temu's more like it's a casino than it is a marketplace.
Do you have to bid?
No, you log on, you get a pop-up immediately. It's like, spin this wheel. See how much money you get off on these 11 products. You have 45 seconds to use this discount to buy this shit.
See, they learned
Again.
off of the short clip format of TikTok.
Yeah.
What triggers millennial brains for Temu? Are you kidding me? That's so obvious.
And then their biggest thing is like, try to get other people to get on Temu and use your code. And if you do, you get more free shit. So it's like, it's a racket. Exactly. Like you try and get as many other people on the platform so they can start playing in the online casino that is Temu. But we don't have any casino regulations.
They're brainwashing our money.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, man.
Oh Jesus.
Right. Well, me and you prepared some questions.
We
for
did
each
prepare some
other.
questions.
Would you like the first question?
Yes, yes, please,
You
por
want-
favor.
You wanna bounce back and forth here?
Yeah, you do you. I'll do
Alright.
me. Like always.
Okay. The first question.
Is that Arabic?
No, it's cursive.
Oh.
I learned cursive in elementary school.
I did. I
And
forgot
never
it.
stopped using it.
Psycho.
Well,
Path.
the school district that I went to made me turn in assignments in cursive while I was in like the equivalent of middle school. So like it's ingrained and it never left kind of deal.
My school of students were in charge.
Yeah, well,
We said no. That shit's stupid.
I ended up switching districts over to like my hometown because I did go to school in a different town, and I continued using cursive. And I got several teachers that told me to knock that shit off because they couldn't read it.
Too fucking bad. Did you?
No.
Stick to your guns. I
I
like it.
still write in cursive till this day.
What do you got?
Okay. This is kind of a two-parter. My first questions.
Part the one.
Okay. Aliens, are you a believer or not? And if you are a believer, would you fuck an alien, John?
I know you mean space aliens, but I cannot help but
not
think those-
illegal aliens, the ones that are in outer space.
Okay.
For
Aliens?
clarification.
Do
Yeah.
I believe in them? Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Okay.
Like, think of how many planets there are out there. Have we found any? No. Do they have to be sentient? No, not necessarily. I don't think they're limited to microbial life like NASA thinks. They're like, we got to look for microbial life. It's like, yeah, but it's easier to find others. I'm
Silicon
sure.
based, you know.
There's a bunch of, it's whatever. But
Yeah.
they're looking for microbial life or any life in general. I don't think they have to be necessarily just microbial or just sentient. We can find just alien animals that are just fucking like a bunch of goats or something.
Sure.
And when I fuck one, that wholeheartedly depends on a few things. Right? If you look at like Star Wars, where they got them aliens, they got the long tails for ears, the Twi'leks. Probably. Or if you look at like Star Trek, where all the aliens are basically humans, but just a little different. Yeah. They're more, if they're really human-like, 100%, yes.
Yeah. If they're humanoid. What if they're
Follow-
humanoid but they walk on all fours? They're closer to like
Doggy style's cool.
Good point. Good point. Oh,
Fucking,
man.
that's my search history, baby. Doggy style.
John's just out here generating aliens on the AI.
For
Rating them
reasons.
from 1 to 10.
Reasons that are my own.
Throwing the hot ones in a fucking folder.
Bookmarking. No, they gotta be human-like, but not like. And at that point, well, they have to be sentient, or you're just fucking a space animal. Okay, like they got to be civilized.
Okay.
You know, and then I got a follow-up question to this.
Okay.
If you were to fuck an alien and y'all had a kid, would that alien be American, just like under the illegal immigration
Yeah.
act?
No, it has to be.
Okay.
Yep. It works.
Now I have a confession.
All right. Here's my trump
The
card.
aliens from Mass Effect, the blue ones that
Yeah.
are all women.
Uh huh.
Yes.
Here's my trump card. Okay.
Okay.
It's humanoid. It looks almost exactly human, but it's got the intelligence of like a goat, and it doesn't speak English. Right? It's like an animal, but it's in human form. You getting down or
You
not?
ever see the movie Planet of the Apes?
No.
Like the old one
No,
from like the
I wasn't
70s
allowed
or
to
something.
watch
Now, okay, well,
movies
get
like
this,
that.
right? These astronauts ended up time traveling to the future somehow.
Sure.
And they land on the planet, and it's Earth. They don't know it, but it's Earth, and these monkeys have evolved. It's literally chimpanzees have evolved to be the civilized race.
Okay.
And they're like, there used to be a more advanced civilized race out there. They were keeping that under wraps, the government of the apes. But they had humans, but
Yeah.
as you said, basically apes. But they
Yeah.
were like you and I, but they didn't know any language or any technical nothing. They
Yeah.
were just like human beings, and they kept them around as like pets and slave labor and whatnot. And fucking one of the astronauts that had traveled rescued one of the lady human slaves,
Yeah.
and we can all guess what his intentions were. So it's like you probably could, but also
What it
it's
does.
at that point. Well, it was the 70s, right? So consent didn't exist. So you gotta think, yeah, probably not.
No,
probably
You're
not.
not gonna.
No,
fuck
they gotta be
the
civilized.
ape women.
No,
Alright, sounds
they
good.
gotta be,
Okay.
or like Land of the Lost, when fucking Danny McBride and Chaka go back. This is what your women look like.
Yeah. If you haven't seen Land of the Lost,
You need to watch that.
highly recommend. It's on Netflix.
I have a question that's similar
Okay.
to
Well,
what we're discussing, so it'd be a good segue.
your turn.
But yes, Land of the Lost, Will Ferrell, Danny McBride,
Yeah,
some lady, I don't know her name. It's a good movie. It's a great watch.
It was a great movie.
Terrible
Yeah.
fucking movie.
No, liar. It's the best fucking
Best movie
film
ever.
in
Reverse!
cinematic history.
Chaka, Nicaraguan ball breaker.
Now. All right. You had a question for me?
Yeah, my follow-up question is actually my second question. So, if you
Okay.
could travel in any direction in time, even sideways, see the segue with Land of the Lost, where they were talking about time traveling sideways with the tachyon rays.
You're touching me a lot.
Sorry.
Where would I
When,
go?
where, why?
Dude, I've always wanted to go back to like medieval times because I feel like it would be so much easier to create some kind of invention that's never existed on the planet and become rich as shit. Right? Like, they didn't even know what the fuck gravity was, okay? It shouldn't be that difficult. I think that's where I belong, you know? I'm a thinker. I have a lot of good ideas. My ideas now, not so feasible. You know, people already made these things happen. We go back 300, 400 years, you know, my ideas would like break the brains of everyone around me.
Here's the wild part, though, is that the human brain hasn't changed since civilization. So they'd be
Education,
able to,
yeah.
they'd be able to like process shit at the same speeds and the same rates, but they wouldn't have the prior knowledge.
Yeah.
That's the limiting gap. Right
Yeah.
there. Because we're educated, and they
No.
wouldn't be, but they could figure out and
Again,
problem solve.
It's just
the same way.
easier to come up with shit, you know?
Okay.
Life was simpler back
So
then.
that's when,
Yeah.
and that's the why, but where?
Where?
Yeah.
Shit. Probably England. England, like, back in the day, seemed to have their shit together. A little bit.
Depends on the
you know?
century.
yeah. Somewhere in England, probably.
Okay.
Why?
Well,
Just
we-
because medieval times.
Well, we
maybe.
got the why. You
not?
want to be invent shit and be rich, but
Yeah,
then I
yeah.
got this other question. That's
All
a
right.
part of it was like, what would you do? like as a
What would I
profession?
do?
Yeah,
I'd just be an inventor.
you'd be an inventor.
Yeah, I'd be like fucking
Galileo or something.
Galileo, fucking
Scientician.
Yeah, dude. I'd just be making shit up as it goes. It'd be easier to do because there ain't gatekeepers. Say you need a college degree to think.
No, just the religious inquisition that burns people for thinking that God isn't the center of the world.
I could take them.
Yeah, you stocky. They definitely weren't stronger back then when everything was manual labor.
The fucking priests weren't doing shit.
Yeah.
Besides
I'd like
molesting kids.
No, they weren't doing that yet. All right, it was legal then.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That was fucking open. You know?
Jeez, I'd like to think that the priests and everybody back then was just jacked as fuck because they had to do things. All the
No,
time.
they
I'm
were
sure
the
they were
skinniest ones because they were the only ones that could read.
malnourished.
Yeah.
The only ones they could read, they read, and the only ones that could read that. Holy shit! There's a lot of calories in this. Oh Jesus! All right, what you got a second one?
Yeah, here's my second question.
What you got? Blood.
You're a zoology
Camp.
major.
Yeah.
What's your dream job after you achieve your zoology degree?
That's easy. That would be fucking. I want to study seals in Antarctica, almost exclusively, but not entirely limited to leopard seals and Ross seals, because nobody knows anything about Ross seals, and leopard seals are pretty elusive as they are. They're also the apex predator of the region, unless you count orcas, but they don't. Orcas migrate, so it's like, are they or aren't they? But other than them, it's the leopard seals, and they're cool. I would definitely go there for purposes of I'd be away from everything. It's cold, and cold is fun.
Okay.
And I'm afraid of the ocean.
Confront your fears.
Yeah. There's also no sharks over there, so
There you go.
win-win.
Fair
Deep
enough.
sea shark. There's like under fucking pitch black deep sea sharks.
Yeah.
But that's it. There's nothing. It's too cold.
There you go. Okay.
So that's what I
need to go again, or you got?
Should we be also answering our ends of the question, like what your dream job would be, and what my time travel thing would be? I just thought of that. Should we also be answering? It'd be adding a lot of time. We're only halfway through this.
That's true. We
Yeah,
could
let's
we
do
could
that.
flip flop.
So your dream job, and then I'll answer my time travel thing.
Okay.
Boosh.
My dream job, mostly is, I've got a good idea list on my phone. Maybe I shouldn't have told you that in case there's some like Chinese hackers that are looking to
Pegasus.
get inside my
Pegasus.
brain. I would just like to be able to pursue the things that come into my brain. Make legitimate businesses out of the interesting thoughts I have. I think that would be the best way to go about life. Just make a bunch of money, thinking of crazy shit, and making it happen. Entrepreneur, but from my brain.
From your brain.
A brain entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
A brain entrepreneur.
Yeah. Brain titian.
Yeah. No, that's my goal, and I'm going to school mostly to make money. Yeah, so that I can fund these ideas later down the line.
Sure.
Yeah.
My time travel, where, when, and why. I would want to travel to the future whenever that you can own a personal spaceship and fly around yourself. By
There you go.
yourself.
Yeah.
Why? Because that would be baller as fuck. That'd be so cool. That'd be so fun. I would enjoy it. See all the sights, And because I'd be a time traveler, I'd be taking it all in for the first time, unlike everybody else who had been already, accustomed to the views. I would be, it'd be fantastical. And then what my occupation would be, space taxi.
There you go. bringing people from point A to point B.
Yeah, so I can sightsee with them.
Shit. No,
Space taxi.
That's cool.
Yeah.
As for the alien question, I do believe aliens exist. Not fucking every one of them.
Even the microbial ones?
I'll try. That's science, baby.
The DNA of your sperm cells will mix with them, and they'll develop a taste for human DNA, and then you'll create the ultimate super predator that eats exclusively us.
But it's under my command, you know.
Oh shit!
It's my seed.
Whatever you come on is under your command.
You heard it here first, folks.
You want to rule the world? Come all over it. Don't like where the president's, deciding his shit? Come on him.
He's yours now.
He's yours.
Instead of assassinating politicians.
Come on him.
Come on.
Come on him.
That's the title.
Some of them probably need it.
That's the title of the episode.
Come on him.
Come on, politicians.
Jesus. Jesus. All right. I got a question related to government.
Okay.
Rationalize communism. Go.
In a perfect world where there was no greed, it would make sense, right? Like, we'd be able to work for the common good and everyone would benefit as a result of it, and everybody would be pitching in a similar amount of work. Even if the complexity of the work was different, like a doctor versus a miner, at the end of the day, the doctor's using the shit that's coming out of the mine, and the miner is using the resources that the doctor is able to provide, right? So it all kind of balances out. But we've got greedy pieces of shit running every sector of life, so it will never work. It's flawed from the beginning, simply due to greed. If we were a hive society, if we were like ants,
Bugs.
like a collective,
Bugs.
it would make sense. But we're not that. We're monkeys. We're selfish monkeys, and it will never work.
Bugs.
That's my communism talk. Thank you for listening.
Are you saying ants are communist?
For sure. Perfection of communism.
Is
So
that-
are bees. You know?
Increase those cell phone waves, people. Get out your magnifying glasses. We're going commie hunting. Flood your yards. Burn the trees.
Yeah.
We're commie hunting.
All right, it's your turn.
Rationalize communism.
Yeah.
We invent communist robots who understand the perfect communization. They kill everybody. The end. Human greed, gone. Human corruption, gone. Ever see The Matrix? Imagine it with no people. That'd be a pretty peaceful movie.
I didn't even think of that route. You know, the AI solves everything.
If we don't,
Nobody needs to work anymore.
Nope.
The AI's got it.
if we don't join the AI, it'll beat us.
Yeah.
Terminator was communist.
My other question regarding space
Ash.
was, would you go to space? And if so, where is the place that you'd most like to go?
I would go to space 100%. And if I got to pick,
Yeah,
wherever I wanted to go.
Yeah, yeah.
2 places.
Okay.
Either to a black hole, so I can geek myself into it,
There you go.
because I seen the movie Interstellar and I want to be Matthew McConaughey when I grow up. Just kidding. Because I want to die in a spectacular fashion. That's why. And not be able to tell people what it's like to be sucked into a black hole. Fucking power move.
Yeah.
Alternatively, Jupiter seems pretty cool. And the moons of Jupiter, visit them would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, like
No,
Io or Ganymede, you know, or what's the other one?
You're-
Enceladus.
You're
Or is
literally
that
listing
Saturn?
the exact things that I'd go for.
I get the Jovian moons mixed up a bunch. The ones around Saturn and the ones around Jupiter I mix up all the time. Europa is around Jupiter. I think Enceladus is around Jupiter. It might be around Saturn. Titan is around Saturn. That one would be cool to see because it's got mountains of frozen methane or frozen ice, and it's got liquid methane, fucking rivers and shit on it. Enceladus is Saturn's moon. Okay, I thought
Yeah.
so. I said I thought so, even though I said it was part of Jupiter. That's fucking funny. Yeah, I would go there. That'd be cool. Likely, if there's life on our solar system, it's on Enceladus. People like to think it's Europa. I think that's stupid. Europa doesn't have a solid core on the inside of it. It's a fucking ball of shit. Of slush. It's a ball of slush. No. Enceladus has a legitimate core and an underwater ocean. It just makes sense. Whatever. I'm not a scientician. I'm sure they know more than I do. But also, I feel like a lot of scienticians, when given absolute power, tend to think that they're right no matter what. So,
My answer would be similar. Yes, if I had the opportunity to go to space, I'm going. Okay, where I'd go? Exoplanets, for sure. Calling it exoplanets, so if I can find life, so I can fuck it. Circling back.
watch out, aliens.
You're right.
Skyler's coming for you. To come on you.
Make you mine. All right.
My turn.
Your turn.
My last question. Do you believe in demons?
No.
Okay.
No. I
No.
think people are fucked up as they are. We don't
need demons to do it.
to get intervened here to make people bad. I think bad people are bad because of own selfish reasons and childhood trauma.
Fair enough.
Those are the demons. Bad parents are the demons.
I believe in demons.
Mental illness is the demon. Yeah.
I believe in demons.
Oh yeah?
Nebraska.
Oh shit.
Nebraska. You wonder why
Unpack that.
there's so many dead raccoons and broken cars down on the one highway that goes through Nebraska?
Oh, demons.
Demons. During the day, the night demons, as they are specifically called, or in Latin, Noctis Demonus. Turn into raccoons during the day to shield their fragile, scaled skin from the sun, the holy sun that is our one true God.
Mm-hmm.
As the biblical text predicted in the year 1302. The night demons hoard Nebraska. Any unlucky car caught out there at night, ripped apart. The night demons, they attack them. During the day, they all attack them as raccoons.
Yeah.
Sacrifice themselves so their brethren can feed. Your car is stranded in Nebraska, no one can help you. No one will help you because they know. They know the night demons and they want to get the fuck out. The night demons in Nebraska rise in the night to eat those unlucky souls in their cars or anyone caught outside at night in Nebraska.
Yep.
Reason why there's no trees in Nebraska? There never was trees in Nebraska. The trees that have sprouted are from the fertilization of all the dead bodies the night demons have slayed and eaten across the fields of Nebraska. The lakes, you see a lot of bodies of water, small ones, ditch lakes, basically.
Okay.
You know what shape all those lakes are? Triangles, the devil's shape! The night demons, at night, appear. They rise from the triangle-shaped lakes. Any lake that's geometrically pleasing and has triangles that can be drawn in it is a night demon lake. Square lakes, that's 2 triangles.
If this video gets 10,000 likes, me and John will go camping
Nebraska.
in a tent in the middle of Nebraska, where we will live stream and summon the demons for you to see.
We just need a broken car. We don't have to summon them. They'll find us.
True.
The night
We'll
demons.
bait them out.
Trap
And then I'll come on them. And they will be mine.
The night demons. The giant ass fucking wall. You know which one I'm talking about. The one in Omaha. Ogallala. It's one of the two.
When I went to Omaha
Kearney.
last time, I almost fucking died.
Where's that wall?
because of drivers,
There's
not because of demons.
So there's a giant wall somewhere in Nebraska. It's got like deer and shit, eagles, natural predator of night demons. It's a huge arch. I don't remember what town it was in.
That's why it's our fucking country's
It's
bird.
a holy line that keeps the night demons out past that. You know, you go east past that giant arch and no night demons. Where the fuck is that? I want to say Kearney, but I don't think that's right.
About.
Google the fucking wall. I'm sorry,
Okay.
people who are audio listening and actual visual learners, because you're not going to be able to see the giant wall. But definitely find wall. It's Arch in Nebraska or something. Wall, Nebraska. Not the store wall. No, Nebraska giant arch. No, giant. That's landscaping businesses. You typed in wall in Nebraska. Nebraska giant arch. Yeah, that one. The archway. In Kearney. Okay, I was right. Kearney. I-80. Yeah, that's the name of the highway. This 308-foot bridge. You know why it's 308? Because that's the god's rifle caliber. Meant for killing night demons. 308. Exit 275. You know what happens when you add 2, 7, and 5? You get 14. 14's one more. Then the devil's number. It's 2 7s. Those are lucky numbers.
Oh my goodness. My last question has a little bit to do with what you've been spouting.
Night demons.
You're a gun man. You like guns. What's your favorite gun, John? What's your number one spot on guns?
Ooh. That's a tricky question because there's a lot out there that I haven't shot or owned or held or any of that I'd like to that are probably in contending. But if we had to go
feeling
with
based.
just feeling, gut-based reaction, what my favorite would be.
He thinking. He taking a thinking drink right meow.
I have a hard-on for Saiga 12 shotguns, which are Russian AK-47 looking things, but they're shotguns. I have a big hard-on for those. They are a vibe.
Someday, when I'm rich and famous, I'll get you an AK shotgun.
Well, you don't. I could buy one for like $500, like right now. Or alternatively, any AR-15 platform chambered in 308 is a fucking, like it. But if I had to pick any gun in the world that I would just like cream my shorts for, probably like a Colt Cattleman revolver, like a Peacemaker in 45 long Colt. The aesthetic, it's single action, so you have to pull the hammer back, and it sounds cool when you do it, and it's just a vibe. Yeah, fucking classic. Or any product made by Beretta Incorporated.
They're not public.
The M9s.
I tried to buy stock in Beretta. I did. I looked it up. I tried to find it. You can't. As far as I know, they're not a
corporate
public
entity.
Yeah,
I don't doubt it.
They don't have shareholders and shit.
No, I don't doubt it.
Yeah,
they're good. Any of their M9 series pistols, love them to death. But yeah, ultimate.
I'm not a gun person.
AK shotgun,
nearly
hands
as
down.
much as John is.
Just a vibe.
But my favorites have always been bullpups.
Keep in mind, coming from a non-gun person, so if
again, I don't care. I like bullpups. I always have. I like the concept of them. Ever since I started playing airsoft, I was like, "Whoa, longer barrel? Yes, please."
Shorter package. No, the science behind the bullpups is good. The reason why a lot of people don't like them is just generally,
they're
especially
awkward.
in the past, they're awkward or they have a lot of just mechanical issues. Because it's weird, right? Because you have to have in a traditional gun, you have the trigger group and firing and all, your fire control group all behind the bolt so you can just pull the trigger and it'll hit the pin, for the firing pin and activate it all right in front of it, and it's just easier to do mechanically. So bullpups present a challenge more specifically in the fire control group, which is your trigger and stuff, than anything else. Yeah, but that's where we get into weird things. Like some of them are literally wires attached to, whatever, the firing pin, the hammer, or whatever, a wire attached to the trigger. And then that results in just really shitty triggers that are just so sloppy or take a lot of,
They don't make them with like
pull.
solid fucking pieces that do that, not wires.
I mean, I'm sure bullpups have gotten better over time, but in the past, and that's they were fucked up like that, and they had built a stigma over them. One of the best bullpups on the market right now is I'm gonna have to type here. It is the that's a W. It's the Springfield Hellion.
Oh yeah. The new gun in Battlefield.
The new gun in Battlefield. Yeah, this is one of the best ones in the market right now, as far as I know.
I've been.
You can buy them right fucking now at Shields. It's a vibe. Like I dig it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a vibe. It's like somebody took a G36 and put the clip in the back. Because it's got the same charging handle and kind of style up front.
When I played shooters and stuff, I've always been partial toward the AUG and the FAMAS.
The AUG is one of the best bullpup rifles ever made by man. Yeah. You'd be hard pressed to find somebody who doesn't be like, fuck, you're right. The AUG is great. Great. I don't like the AUG's ergonomics. I don't know if I could say that. I've never actually held one.
Yeah.
I've seen one once. But in video games especially, it's just like I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't look good.
I disagree. I love the look of them.
Like Rainbow Six Siege, you put an ACOG scope on it, and it's like up high. It takes up like half your screen. Oh, the FAMAS. The FAMAS is a fucking retro vibe for sure.
Oh yeah. See, those are cool as shit too.
Yeah, no, I agree.
FAMASs and AUGs.
I couldn't speak as to the reliability of the FAMAS, but video game wise, it is iconic. A lot of the guns that you'll find out in video games are just like in real life piles of shit. Exhibit A would be the Tech 9, which is a machine pistol that everybody loves so much. It's got the really long magazine in the front, and it looks like this. I think I can draw it here. My memory.
Yeah, John's doing some art right now. John doesn't do a lot of art, but sometimes he does. And you're seeing it. It looks kind of like an MP5, what you're drawing right now.
What the fuck are you talking about?
A little bit. He thinks I'm wrong, but I think I'm right. Okay, now it looks like fucking... It starts with an F. Is it the F2000?
No, but that's another gun I want to talk about. The Intertech 9 kind of looks like that. I actually almost bought one of these. Not this, not the Intertech. The F2000. It's a FS 2000 is the actual designation for the civilian version. The F2000 is the military version, which is in fully automatic. The FS
what am I thinking of? It looks like that. Fucking that doesn't.
That's it, dude.
Oh my.
The F2000 is a fully sealed bullpup, chambered in 5.56, and it is gorgeous. And I would love to buy. Well, actually, it's really fucking ugly, but it's a good bullpup, and I actually really do like it. I almost bought one, but when I went to go buy it, it wasn't in store, so I couldn't buy it. I was ready to pick it up, and it wasn't there. I should have had them hold it for me, and they didn't. So I just bought AR-15 instead. Jesus, what are you doing?
I'm opening up the source code, so I know how to fuck with this shit.
Opening the source codes.
It's true. What were you talking about? What are they?
Tech 9, not the M9. The M9's a Beretta pistol that I have a fucking wet dream every time I hear about it.
Okay.
Boom. Yeah, Tech 9. This looks like it.
What's the longer version of that? That's like the submachine gun version?
That is it.
That's it? For real?
It's a fully automatic machine pistol. I don't know.
It's Mac.
Oh, I know what gun you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know.
Stein or whatever?
No. I know exactly what you're talking about. Type in a PPSH.
That's what I'm talking about, probably.
One of the better.
No.
No, that's not it.
No.
You sure?
No, it's not that.
Okay.
It's not a PPSH.
What
Again,
are you thinking of?
we're using the internet, so
We are.
like,
Yeah, you all ain't gonna see any of this shit.
All right.
And
I'll
unless
find it. You talk to the people. For a
Okay.
little bit.
What should I talk about?
Just whatever you want.
The gays have gone too. No. I guess since we're here on the topic of firearms, nothing beats a shotgun, boys and girls. If you're thinking about purchasing anything from Home Defense, you're going to hear a lot of people talking about buy a 9mm handgun because you can have, a lot of ammo in it. Some of the bigger ones you can have.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking of this.
MBL.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, not the same.
I just thought the holes in
yeah,
the barrel.
Oh, yeah, the fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. They want you to buy a 9mm handgun, which is okay. I mean, they're small, so you can hide them. Right? They're concealable. It's great for that. For putting people down, this is a general rule of thumb. You put enough holes in somebody, they're gonna go down. So with a high capacity magazine and a 9mm pistol, you can't really go wrong. Other people say AR-15, but then you gotta think it's a fucking lot longer gun, and that rifle has a lot of velocity, and AR-15s are chambered in 5.56 or 2.23, which is a small diameter bullet, a lot smaller in diameter than a 9mm, which means that the holes are smaller, but it's got a lot of velocity and power behind it. It's just gonna go right through a lot of things. So you gotta, even with a 9mm, you gotta think too. It's only drywall in your house. You miss, you're gonna hit something. So you gotta keep an eye on what's behind you. Even if you were to get a shotgun or a 22 as a home defense weapon, you still got to worry about overpenetration in your house. So always follow the rules of gun safety, which is this one in particular is know your target and what's behind it. It's very important that you don't miss or don't overpenetrate your target in your house and go through the drywall anyway. I think, people don't think about that. So AR or a handgun can do those things. You packing hollow points in your handgun, you're probably not going to shoot through the person. With a rifle, you probably still could, depending on where you hit them. So you got to think about that. Shotgun does not have the same kind of velocities as your rifles will have. That, and you got to think about this, right? Whereas a 9mm pistol is a 30 caliber ball, if you want to use the standard system, millimeters metric. 9mm is a 30 cal in diameter. I think it's like 0.30 something, whatever, inches in diameter. If you were to think about that for home defense in that application of the size of the hole that you're going to be putting somebody in. Buckshot with double-aught buck. Oh, the G11. Yeah, that's a curse. I'll talk about that in a second, too. I got some information. Double-aught buck out of a 12-gauge shotgun shoots 9 30 caliber balls at the same time. So it's basically like you're shooting somebody with a 9mm 9 times, but you only pulled the trigger once. So running a shotgun with double-aught buck is a really good idea for home defense. And I know there's a lot of these old guys out there that'll say, just get yourself a pump action 12-gauge shotgun. You just crank it, and it lets the bad guys know that you got a shotgun. And it's like, you could, or you could just, load it and shoot
through your floors.
Shoot through the floor. Rainbow Six style. Get that wall bang, baby. I don't recommend just racking it. You really, if they are armed too, you really don't want them hearing a noise and starting firing into the dark. So just don't. Don't let them know where you are.
Buckshot.
If they've entered your home, and depending on the laws in your state, just...
I miss Black Ops, the original Black Ops.
Original Black Ops. I never played much of the original. God. Black Ops 2 I played a lot. But the G11, who remembers that gun from Black Ops, the original?
I do.
Cursed piece of shit, dude. I mean, I don't know about it in the game, but in reality, this thing doesn't work.
I don't know. It's
HKG-11. Crouch space
fucking-
magic.
it's a box, dude.
It was designed in
It's the box gun.
it was a program designed, I want to say in the 60s, 70s, 80s maybe, for finding a weapon that didn't have brass cartridges or didn't, litter a bunch or whatever their reasoning was. So they found a way to fire bullets out of cellulose encased cartridges that once fired would burn up and you wouldn't have any leftover shell waste or anything like that. Here's actually a picture of that.
That's so cool.
The problem is, that's wood. I don't think that's I don't think that's exactly accurate. But the problem with it is it didn't. I don't think it fed well. I think was the problem. It was way complicated. You don't see any of these images, but it was a crazy complicated piece of machinery, and just the technology wasn't there to make it work. And it didn't make sense because then you'd have to overhaul whatever nation decided to pick this as their, law enforcement or military service weapons. So you'd have to remove all your fucking bullets and replace it with these really expensive, fucking plant-based cellulose cartridges. And then you couldn't reload your gun. Well, I mean, okay. You couldn't reload the ammunition. You could reload the gun. You could put more bullets. What I'm talking about is take an empty shell casing, fill it with powder, put a new primer in it, and put a new bullet on it. That's called reloading. The ammo, in the sense of the ammo. That's called reloading.
Clue it was eco-friendly.
Yes.
That's
yes,
so
it
cool.
was. Unfortunately, just the technology, it was ambitious and it didn't work. It was too expensive, so it never took off. There's something to say about it, though. It's not a terrible idea, but the applications, just the logistics behind it is just a mess and a half. So, is what it is. What are you looking at?
Eco-friendly guns.
Those are made of wood.
They're Nerf guns.
Why is the Desert Eagle called Maxim 9? Oh, hell yeah. Integrally suppressed 9mm pistol. Wait, that's an airsoft? Right there. Evite down one. Right there.
Oh,
click on that. My little brother invited me to get into airsoft. I want one of these pistols. That would be baller, actually, to have.
What's it?
That's a Maxim 9. G11 airsoft. Wait, what? Why is there mayonnaise popping up? You spelled it wrong.
No, it's not.
G11.
This is where I bought Airsoft GI.
Airsoft GI? Wow.
This is like the best airsoft site that I know of.
Evike.com is another good one. That's where my little brother shops.
Yeah, this
Interesting.
is Airsoft GI. They have all kinds of things. Boom, boom. Oh my god, that's like a
Those
modern
are AUGs.
AUG.
Yeah, there's a couple of AUGs there. Nice, dude.
Modern AUGs.
Modernized.
That's cool.
A modernized AUG is a vibe, but the 80s retro AUGs that have the fucking built-in scope on them.
Yeah.
Sex appeal.
Can't
Sex appeal.
complain.
Any gun that you see in an 80s action will be
You
sex
have friends that are like people that you knew that did airsoft and stuff?
When I was a kid, yeah, we were pretty big into airsoft.
You just hung out.
Oh,
with them.
this is my little brother. He's in he's in an airsoft group. They do mil sims, which are military simulations with airsoft. They do that shit now, and they've invited me to join them for some smaller scale shit, just like regular airsoft matches. And because I used to be in it, and my little brother has talked me up something fierce. He's like, dude, this guy's a god. And I'm like, no, the people I played with were gods. I just, I was there. I think he overtalked me. We'll see when I get there if I kick ass or not. Usually I do.
I want to go.
But it'd be a good time. Airsoft fighting.
I like airsoft.
Yeah, airsoft's fun.
Airsoft is a good time. I had a lot of experience with airsoft when I was younger. Me and my neighbors. Okay, we gotta take a step back. I have a brother. He's a younger brother. The people on the street that I lived on also had only brothers. So there was like 6 young boys on my street running around all the time with zero parental, like, I'm blanking on the word. Supervision. Yeah. Zero parental supervision. We got into airsoft and stuff, and we liked to shoot each other and whatnot. It was a good time. I bought an expensive gun on Black Friday. My friends did not. And quality matters when it comes to airsoft
Yes,
guns.
it does. Yes,
For
it does.
sure. I bought a Dragunov sniper rifle. I thought I was the coolest kid around. You know, it was a fully auto Dragunov sniper rifle. And I fucked kids up with that shit all day long. It was a great time.
Airsoft. Yeah, good time. I miss doing it. I'm so fucking out of shape, though, when we get there. But, I mean, to be fair,
So is everybody else.
Well, my little brother is a big dude.
Yeah.
But if he can hang with these guys, then I could probably hang with these guys. I mean, we'll see. I met them. They all seem pretty cool.
You gotta get me an invite.
You know.
I gotta bring up my Dragunov. Bring it out from commission.
See if it still functions.
Oh, it does.
These guys are kind of hardcore. I mean, if I can even get to the point where I can invite people, yeah, for sure, I'll hit you up. I don't know.
Be a good time.
I don't know them that well. I only met them the one time at a house
It's
party.
okay. If they're willing to let you party at their house as a stranger.
Right. Well, my little brother talked me up like a motherfucker. I'm not the same person I was fucking 6 years ago.
Lies.
Lies. No, I mean,
You've only improved.
that's true. I've only gotten better in every facet of life. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
You've
That's
been
actually
lifting.
true.
Yeah.
A bit.
I know you have. I've watched you.
A bit.
When you're not injured. Yeah.
Dude, right. Yeah, these last couple of weeks, something's been wrong. Like, what was it the week before? It was my elbow.
I broke your elbow.
You fucked my elbow up. You landed on it, and it bent opposite of joint.
Want to tell the story?
Sometimes, oh, dude, this is so fucking stupid. What, was it the first weekend of school? Yeah,
It was like the first or second.
first or second weekend of school. And we're fucking. We went to Valley Fair, which is our amusement park in state. It's up in the Twin Cities area. And it's like a Six Flags or something like that, if you know what that is. Just roller coasters and shit. And we're on the lazy river that's in there on the inner tubes. And this motherfucker's flopping around and doing just crazy shit on the lazy river. And I'm holding on to his thing. And he rolls this way, rolls on my elbow while I'm holding on to it. And for some reason, I didn't let go. I don't know why I didn't let go. And that would have just been the end of it. But he landed. There was a loud pop noise. My elbow shot in pain. And I'm like, ah! For the rest of the day. And it just got worse the next couple of days.
I went to the doctor.
I went to the hospital, got
Yeah.
x-rays, and they said, well, you definitely fucked it up, but it's not broken. So if it doesn't get better after a week, come back. And then that week went on, and it was okay, and I was lifting and shit with it. Well, maybe, no, not that first
No,
week.
you
The second,
took a break.
yeah, the second week I was lifting and shit with it, and it was fine. And then on and
your back.
well, we're getting there. That's a couple of weeks away. We're in October, but off and on, it's, you know, if I slept on that side, it would really injure it, and it would just I couldn't lift in the morning because of how sore it would be. And then you fast forward to, I mean, now I've got a tattoo on this arm that I'm not supposed to sleep on, so that's really helping with the healing of the elbow significantly. And about the time that I'm getting back into working out, after the elbow has been good for a while, you know, I'm like, okay, cool. I don't have my fucking second skin Saniderm shit on my arm, so I can actually sweat now without fucking up my tattoo. I'm like, I'm gonna get back working out. It's been like a week or two. I'm fucking doing weighted squats for like the first time in months, years even. I fucking tweaked my back because I'm doing it wrong, because this YouTube video I watched, this guy was like, make sure that when you go down with your squat, that when you come back up, you thrust your hips as hard as you can. Is what he said, and that fucked my lower back immediately.
Didn't help that he was holding the weight like up on his shoulders.
Right here,
so-
yeah. He's like, That's what he said to do. All two over your shoulder or one like this, and I had one like this when I was doing it.
Yeah.
Fucking
Still,
fuck that
center
up.
of mass is way high.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck that up immediately for a week. I couldn't do shit. And then now I've been slowly getting back into it.
Yeah.
This
It's
weekend,
recovered a little bit.
yeah, I've been, instead of doing the weighted squats, I've been doing a lot of body weight squats and like whenever I can to compensate. And yeah, no injury. So I'm a little nervous of getting back to weighted squats, but at least I know not to fucking do that. So I'm not gonna have a free weekend. Weekends, my leg day is on the weekends. So I'm not gonna have a free one to do anyway. So
No, I got knee problems. I can't do legs at all unless it's leg press.
Jesus, what'd you do to your knees?
My left knee's fine. Oh no, it's a from birth thing. When I walk, my left leg is like this and my front one's forward.
Fucking mutant.
I've got like a sideways leg entirely. So I have to be really careful. When
Goddamn
I, like,
mutation.
Oh, yo. Got the tism in my legs.
Legtism.
And in the rest of my body. How it be.
Yeah, how would be. Alright, well, we're at an hour and 10, almost an hour 11. Should we start wrapping up?
Yeah,
we gotta
probably.
pick a thing to go to war with.
We do have to pick a thing to go to war with, and then we gotta plug our shit.
Oh, yeah. We gotta make sure to plug our YouTube.
Yeah. We are on YouTube now as Counterfeit Intelligence.
We've been since day one. We just keep forgetting to say
everything's been uploaded to there.
Yeah. So, if you want to watch us on YouTube instead, which is literally no different than watching us on Spotify, maybe you'll get the more visual side of things. But the visual side exists on Spotify anyway. Mm-hmm. Fuck, it might as well. If you're on YouTube anyway, dude, just hit us a subscribe. Counterfeit Intelligence.
If you know people that mainly use YouTube, we're on there as well.
Yeah, spread the word. We jumped in exposure and viewership.
Yep, I think it's the consistency. We've been consistent, so Spotify sent our shit to 12,000 people. Oh yeah,
we're sexy ballers.
So sexy.
Yeah. I mean, look at our long, luscious hair.
Again, if you've enjoyed any of our episodes, or if you think any of our episodes have related to anybody that you know, please send it out to people that you know. We're on just about every platform. We've posted on everything.
Fuck Apple.
Yep, no apples. Apples are stupid.
Apples keep doctors away, and we want smart people.
True. We're on every platform. Do you want to pull up the list of our tags and stuff?
Yeah, every time. We should just print a piece of paper so I don't have to keep doing
either that or a link tree. Yeah. We're Counterfeit Intelligence on most things. Otherwise, it's Counter Intel, or I think on Twitter it's Counter Intel Official.
Twitter.
We have an email that's counterintelpodcast@gmail. If you want to send us any emails about things we should talk about, feel free to do that.
Yeah, because we struggle with topics. Like today, we pulled topics out of our ass 5 minutes before we go.
Well, that's because the person that we were supposed to have
a special guest.
True. We're working on special guests.
Special guests, yeah.
They canceled on us, and
pussies.
We had to kind of fucking figure it out last minute. Still went well overall, I think.
So. Twitter, we are capital C, capital I, Pod Official, capital P and O, CI Pod Official. Capitalize accordingly, or just find Counterfeit Intelligence, look for the brain. Give me a second for Instagram. We are Counter Intel Podcast on Instagram. Basically, just type in Counterfeit Intelligence and look for the brain. On everything. Literally on everything. You can find us that way. Except Apple. Fuck Apple. And have our videos actually been uploading to that one? The fuck was it called? The one that we checked last week and I weren't uploading. Do you remember?
We're everywhere that has an RSS feed, so if you're looking for the podcast only, we're everywhere besides Apple. We are on Amazon. We're on
Amazonians.
Spotify. We're on Castbox. We're on
That's the one.
most of the other major podcasting platforms. Again, we're just not on Apple
Not on Apple.
because they refuse
Sons of
to take
bitches.
our content for some reason.
They wouldn't let us make the fucking account.
Yeah, we couldn't even make an account. It was kind of stupid. I don't own an iPhone, neither does John. Apparently,
That's a
that's the
problem.
deciding factor.
So
We were unable to figure it out,
Yeah,
and we
cocksuckers.
will not be posting there. But we are on YouTube. We are on Google. We are on just about every other place that you could think of.
typing
Um,
counterfeit intelligence, look for the brain.
Yep. We're like a crazy colored brain kind of thing.
Yeah.
It
Well, I mean,
says-
if they're here watching this, they know what the logo looks like.
yeah,
right?
it says the name on it and stuff
look for the
too.
brain.
So if you can read and see brains, you're perfect.
What about our blind listeners? Should we explain it in Braille? Watch it just fuck the mic right there.
Whoops. Sorry, guys.
Oopsie-doopsie.
I might have gotten a little too passionate. with
Jesus
that.
Christ. Dude,
The
what is that
mouse
gonna sound like?
flipped
What is that
completely.
gonna sound like in post?
I don't know. That's up for you guys to
So
figure
sorry,
out.
those of you who listen to us to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. All right,
Yep.
that's it then.
That's about it. All right.
Wait, we
Have
gotta
a-
pick something to go to war with.
Oh shit, that's right. We do go to war against
We're going
things.
to war against aliens who won't have sex with you.
We'll come on them and make them ours
Make 'em
anyway.
yours.
We
Not the
found
illegal
a-
kind, the space kind. Space
Yeah,
aliens. Space
either.
We're not promoting. We're not promoting the unconsensual sex of illegal immigrants.
No,
Space
space
aliens. They have no rights on this planet anyway.
All right. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you. Please share this with people that you think might like it. Have a good night.
Ah.
Bye bye.